Hey folks, this is Kalani. A massive 5-week-long event just started in World of Warcraft that will provide you with a large rep bonus, a faster way to level, a faster way to gear up, and a reason to pop back to almost every old expansion to get a few achievements ticked off your list. It's the big Time Walking event, where we will have every single available Time Walking event over the next 5 weeks. We'll start with the Burning Crusade, which is currently active, and move through every expansion up until Warlords of Draenor. There's also a brand new rep bonus to go along with it, so let's break it all down, talk about what you can get out of this event and why you should be excited. Before we jump in, be sure to pop by our live stream sometime over at twitch.tv/KalaniTV. We stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday at 12 PM PST, and we always love chatting with you wonderful folks, so I hope to see you soon. The first major bonus you're going to get from this event is the extra reputation. A new 50% bonus reputation from all quests and kills has been added to every Time Walking event, but the bonus only applies to factions and rep grinds from the expansion that the Time Walking is currently for. So during the Burning Crusade Time Walking, you'll get 50% extra rep for all Burning Crusade factions. When it ticks over to Wrath of the Lich King, you'll get 50% extra rep for all Wrath of the Lich King factions, and so on and so forth. So if you've got one rep left for TBC or Wrath or Kata and it's just been bugging you, the next Time Walking event for that expansion is the best time to get that ticked off your list, and it's going to be within the next 5 weeks. So many rewards are locked behind rep grinds for these old expansions. The Burning Crusade has the Mag'har with their Talbuk mounts, the Netherwing rep to farm the Netherwing Drakes, the Shatari Skyguard for the old Netherray mounts. So many mounts and titles can be earned from these reputations, and who doesn't love collecting mounts and titles and achievements and all that jazz, especially when it's 50% faster. The same can be said for huge rep grinds like the Argent Tournament during the Wrath Week, or some of the large daily grinds in Mists of Pandaria. If you love to collect stuff and you want to work on your Exalted reps achievements, Time Walking events are now the best time to get caught up with the older reps. Not only will this 50% bonus be active for each Time Walking event in this big 5-week event, but the plan seems to be for this buff to be active for future Time Walking events as well, just to add a little bit of spice to these weekly events. There is another way this event can help you farm rep though. Every Time Walking event presents you with an opportunity to farm Time Walking badges, both from the weekly quest for completing a Time Walking dungeon when you get the reward at the end and then you can hand that in for 500 badges, and for the badge rewards from running dungeons themselves. Those badges can be turned in for rep tokens for the appropriate expansion. So if you want to farm rep the easy way, just farm up some more badges. Either way you decide to do it, this event is going to be amazing for catching up with some of those old reps that you left behind. But it's going to be even better for leveling. Time Walking dungeons are insane experience, especially when you combine them with a full set of heirlooms, a potion for 10% extra XP from your service medal vendor, and the 100% bonus experience that we currently have until Shadowlands. I don't know if you can level any faster, and because Time Walking dungeons scale all the way up to max level, and they provide benefits at max level, you can find groups for Time Walking dungeons much easier, and you might even be able to drag a couple of your max level guildies or friends in for a handful of dungeons to get you a few levels even faster. The only restriction you're going to have is the level requirement to join a Time Walking dungeon. As the expansions progress and as the weeks roll by in this event, the level requirement will go up. To join TBC Time Walking, you need to be level 71. That's the lowest level you can get in. It only gets higher after that, so the sooner you hop into these Time Walking dungeons to get some leveling done, the lower the chances of you getting left behind by the events. Some expansion dungeons can be harder than others, but for the most part, you will level faster in a Time Walking dungeon versus a normal dungeon. In a single Time Walking dungeon that took us about 12 minutes, give or take, I got nearly 2 whole levels. That is a crazy leveling speed for just doing dungeons, and because it's Time Walking, this can take you all the way from level 71 up to 120 by doing the same dungeons. If you're looking for a fast way to level your alts from 100 or maybe 110 up to 120 to get ready for Shadowlands, this event is going to be your best bet. The amazing thing is, you have 5 weeks of back-to-back events to get all your alts up to speed, so it's not like you have to do it now or next week or the week after. You have 5 weeks to get this done. And if you want to maximize your XP gains, be sure to take advantage of the Midsummer Fire Festival while it's here. You can dance around the pole to get 10% extra XP from kills, which isn't going to boost every aspect of XP and time walking, but every little helps. Be sure to watch out for the Dark Moon Fair too, that bonus is always worth picking up, and the fair will be in town during the Cataclysm time walking event, if I'm not mistaken. It's not just about leveling either though, time walking gives you a chance to gear up insanely quickly as well, even if you're already at level 120. Each time walking event has a vendor that will sell you item level 410 gear. Each vendor will sell different items for different slots, so be sure to check each vendor for every event over the next few weeks. You never know, you might just get that pesky last low item level slot covered, but if you're a fresh 120, you almost couldn't ask for a better catch up for gear. Time walking vendor loot is on par with Black Empire Assault catch-up gear. It's the best there is for how little effort you have to put in to buy this stuff. It also doesn't cost you any gold, so there's the auction house beat as well. So as soon as you ding 120, pop on over to the time walking vendor, buy all the gear you can, and then go from there. It's a huge item level boost over leveling gear, and getting a higher item level faster will help you gear up from other sources that are based on your item level, like world quests and emissaries. There is one other vendor that a lot of players seem to have forgotten about. The Alterac Valley Time Lost vendor is still out there. If you pop on over to your faction's old Alterac Valley sign up in, well, Alterac Valley, you can find an NPC that will sell you other pieces of item level 410 gear for time walking badges and marks of honor. Marks of Honor might be a problem for fresh alts, but you can send Marks of Honor across your Battle.net account, so if one of your mates has a few spare, you can send them over and buy even more easy gear from this vendor. If you don't have any, you can get them pretty easily from PvP and BGs. He's a little out of the way, I know, but when you want fast gear, what's a little trip over to Alterac Valley? The time walking dungeons themselves can also drop 425 item level gear, which is a notch above most dungeon gear that you can queue into. Mythic dungeons will get you 430 item level loot, but you can't queue into those, so it's a bit of a pain to get into them sometimes. Time walking is here for 5 weeks, you can queue into it, all of the dungeons are relatively easy, and it drops 425 loot. It's a perfect storm for some quick gearing on fresh 120 characters. And if that still isn't enough gear for you, each time walking event also has a weekly quest to go along with it. If you complete 5 time walking dungeons and hand in this quest, you'll get a normal Nyalotha piece of gear. That's item level 445, which should be a huge upgrade for anyone still in the low 400s when it comes to item level. If we have 5 weeks of time walking events in a row, that might mean we have 5 weeks of 445 item level rewards to go along with it. If you get lucky, you could get some amazing pieces of gear from those quest caches. But that's also not everything time walking has to offer you. If you're interested in collecting mounts, some amazing ones are locked behind time walking events. The most notable one is the Infinite Time Reaver. This mount only drops off of bosses during a time walking event, so if you want it, now really is the time to go for it. You have access to time walking dungeons for 5 weeks, so that's 5 weeks to try your luck. It is completely random, there's nothing you can do to increase your odds, you just have to kill time walking dungeon bosses, and keep your fingers crossed. That part's important. We usually have lengthy waits in between time walking events, so this 5-week special really is an amazing opportunity to get this mount in particular. And then there are a bunch of goodies available from every time walking vendor, including a handful of mounts. Just pop by to the time walking vendor to see what they have on offer. There's toys and mounts for you to collect, and with each event giving you 500 time walking badges, you could get 2,500 badges on one character just for doing a single time walking dungeon in each event and handing in the quest. That's half of a mount right there, and if you have any stockpiled already, it should be an easy purchase. Or if you want to save yourself a bit of gold, you can also buy heirloom upgrades, though I would probably wait on those. I imagine these Shadowlands leveling changes might change a thing or two about heirlooms as well. So whether you're looking to level up quickly, gear up a fresh ult in record speed, farm some of that old expansion rep for titles, mounts or achievements, this 5-week time walking event is going to be amazing. Don't let it go to waste. I'm not sure when we'll be able to level this quickly again before the Shadowlands expansion launches. What are you going to focus on during this time walking event? Leveling up a few more of your ults, gearing up your characters to get ready for Shadowlands, or maybe going after that infinite Time Reaver? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to explore the alpha or help us get ready for Shadowlands, you can find us over at twitch.tv/KalaniTV. We stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday at 12 PM PST, and watching the stream and coming to say hi is one of the best ways you can support the channel right now. And if you ever wanted to be included in the list of names at the end of every video, a subscription on Twitch is the easiest way to make that happen. You get a free sub to any Twitch channel if you have Amazon Prime too, so be sure to take advantage of that. A big thank you to everyone who's subscribed on Twitch already, and to our supporters over on Patreon. You can see their names floating by on screen. If you want to join these lovely guys and gals, well, now you know how. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.